My daughter, as I discover each past version of myself living in the world within my mind, and as I discard the thoughts and emotions they created, I come to realize my obsessive attachment to my body. Humans are born, but they certainly die. Yet most people dislike even thinking about death. Everyone is born and everyone dies. It's truly fair. The only difference lies in the conditions under which one is born and the conditions under which one dies. As I discard the many different aspects of myself living within my mind, I realize that my body itself is driven by appetites for food, sleep, and sex. While meditating, I came to this realization and spent a long time observing my body, which I had been meditating on, as if observing a flower for the first time, marveling at it. In that moment, the perception of my body vanished, and I could observe it in wonder, like looking at a flower for the first time. My physical body dies if it doesn't eat. It goes mad if it doesn't sleep and eventually dies. And through reproduction, it creates new bodies resembling itself. Through the sexual union of parents, my body is born, my name is given, and that name becomes my identity. With that name attached, I inherit the experiential records of my parents and ancestors through their lives lived in their bodies. They survive within me through the presence of this new body, which carries their experiences. So, it's not that I was born, but rather that the entire record of my ancestors moved into a new vessel through the act of conception and birth. Being born means becoming a new vessel containing the entire record of past ancestors. The act of birth is simply the transmission of the entire record of ancestors and the experiences of their lives into a new vessel through conception and childbirth. It's a question? Then, since dying is easier than living, is the act of striving to survive instinctual? It is instinctual. Survival is natural. Life has no concept of death. It's life because there is no death. The instinct to survive without the concept of death is instinctual. This might sound a bit complex, but it's all understandable through meditation. Humans are born to live, but human minds are trapped within the body, viewing the world from a bodily-centered perspective. Thus, there is death. However, humans have the instinct of life, and through sexual acts, they regenerate their bodies, transferring everything into a new body and dreaming of eternity. Through meditation, I came to understand the previously incomprehensible violence of humans. When feeling the threat of bodily survival, humans instinctively prepare a vessel to move themselves to preserve all their bodily experiential records. Thus, throughout human history, in times of war threatening bodily survival, violent acts such as rape occurred frequently. When conditions threatening bodily survival arise, only the animal instinct of survival remains, and cultural reason and emotion vanish. Since all bodily experiences are believed to be oneself, behaviors to preserve oneself, as time goes by, become abundant. From the instinctive animal behaviors to preserve the body, people have created various new desires. I would call it human civilization and culture. For the pleasure of the body, to make it tastier, more beautiful, more fragrant. The same goes for sleep, to make it more comfortable, pleasant, and beautiful. Also for sex, to make it more enjoyable, stimulating. Desires for maximizing sensory pleasure in the body's survival pursuit have led to the development of material civilization and the flourishing of cultural aesthetics, what we call art. Fields we call art, science, and philosophy are all just emotional pleasures to make the senses of the body happy. Survival instincts, leading to the pursuit of bodily convenience, have brought about the development of material civilization, and desires for sensory pleasure have developed what we call cultural brilliance, what we call art. The difference between humans and other animals is that humans can think about instincts. Meditating, there's also joy in understanding the contents of Genesis in the Bible. While meditating, I feel myself getting smarter. Many things that were not understood become easy to understand. Everything about me is recorded in your body. Everything about your father is recorded in your body. And your body is being written on top of the old records of that body's experiences. You are you, but you're also me and your father. The roots of all your thoughts and actions lie in the thoughts and emotions about the experiences of life from all your ancestors and your parents. We could call it your deep unconsciousness. Every cell in your body is a storage unit, recording everything. When I look at you, I can see everything about myself like a mirror. And when you look at me and your father, you'll see yourself. I'll contact you again next time.